안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 제시카예요. 만나서 반갑습니다. Hi everyone, for today's video I'm going to tell you how to self-study Korean and also review. First of all, I want to mention yes, I am learning Korean at the community college as well. As I mentioned before, I'm taking Korean lessons at the community college, but I'm actually a little more further than my actual course is because at the beginning of COVID-19 we had a short break for 4 months. And during the time I used different resources I will share and introduce to you. Just for you to know, I took 2 placement tests and they said I'm in the level of A2 beginning B1. So I'm not that far as well, but I'm keep improving and I hope to get fluent someday. Now let's get into the resources I use. When I just got interested in Korean and I knew, okay, I would like to learn Korean, I didn't know which resources are the best, so I just went into the city and got all the books they had in the store. And so I bought from Pons the Power Sprachtraining Koreanisch. And in my opinion, it's not really worth it. It's really expensive and for that I haven't really used it. It has a lot of romanization in it, which is really not that good because you should focus on Hangul and how to read and pronounce it, and if you have the words beside in romanization you will never read Hangul. But if you have used it and you can work with it, you should do it. But in my opinion, it's not the best for beginners. At the community college, we use the Sogang Korean books. So the first book is the workbook. I think it's really good for practicing. It includes vocabulary, writing, listening, and grammar. The other book is the student's book, and I would really recommend using that book with a teacher and not for self-study. The last book from the Sogang Korean is the vocabulary and grammar book. I think it's really good for a quick review, but not only for learning intense Korean. Most people will be familiar with the next series of books I will introduce to you, and I'm talking about Talk to Me in Korean. They had like that little winter sale where I have bought a lot of books and also books in advance. And for all my German viewers out there, if you want to buy books from Talk to Me in Korean but you are too afraid because of the COVID-19 situation and because of the shipping, I would really recommend you to look it up on eBay or eBay Kleinanzeigen. Many people also sell Talk to Me in Korean books for an affordable price there as well. In my opinion, this book is really helpful. It shows daily life situations and many vocabulary you can actually use and need. The next book I purchased in advance is The Common Mistakes Korean Learners Make. So I thought when I'm done with like level B, I'm gonna just check that book out and see what I maybe have done wrong or where I can improve myself. I set out to learn vocabulary every day, and that's why I bought my first 500 Korean words. I can really recommend you the app Quizlet in combination with it. The last book I purchased from Talk to Me in Korean is the Easy Korean Reading for Beginners, and I have to admit I'm reading it every night before I go to sleep because the stories are really short and really cute made, and it has a lot of vocabulary in it as well, so you can just write it down.
울퉁불퉁 멋진 몸에 빨간 옷을 입고 새콤 엄마 사랑 바닷속 엄마 상어.
어제는 네가 아직 동호줌을 못 가리는구나. 여긴 살아 들어와서도 죽어나가고
처리할지